Hello and welcome back to Raw Slow Gaming and our Let's Play series here in Football Manager 2019 with Bath City Football Club, where we're trying to take them to the top of the Premier League. So far we are 4 seasons in, and here we are in our second season in Värmland National League, and we're doing quite alright. We're 10th in the league and we are coming up to a game versus Stockport, who are 19th in the team, and they are and we are playing at home, so it should be a pretty easily game. And we'll see here. We have a loan offer here for Candy, and that will be agreed on, of course, since we don't really use Candy. And we have a scouting meeting here as well, so let's check that out. And we'll move towards that match against Stockport slowly but surely here, and we'll discuss the team selection a little bit, maybe if we need to do any changes or anything like that. While we do that, remember to smash that like button if you enjoy this series. It's really the best way for you to show that you enjoy the content, and will be much appreciated. Also, if you have any questions, thoughts or anything, do leave a comment. I read everything, and the most informative and positive comment will get pinned, just so you know. And here in training we had a pretty good training week once again, with an average of 7.28, so that's pretty nice. Let's see here, we had to criticize Malalus, but nothing more than that to really note about the training. And as we move towards the match day here, also if you haven't done so already, do hit that subscribe button if you want, and that will be much appreciated as well. So we'll confirm the loan of Candy, and here we also got that our youth facilities have been upgraded, or the upgrade have been completed, so that's very, very nice for us. And we'll hope that we can get in some more upgrading of our facilities here in the next season. Yeah, and while we have a few more days left until the match, I'd like to do a fast shout out as well to lollujo and his Holme series, which I think is really great, and certainly have taken a bit of inspiration from on how to set up the game and everything like that. And I'd love to do something similar with my subscribers, to have them being able to name players from the youth team and everything like that, or the youth intake rather, and that would be so much fun. And I really like the way he's doing the series. Here we are, of course, doing the series a little bit different, where you see everything, but nonetheless a good inspiration. So links will be in the description to his channel and his series, so I do recommend you to check that out if you want, of course. And if you for some reason have come from his series and watching this, hope you enjoy this. We'll focus here on our next match here instead. So our pre-match tactical advice, basically nothing to really note more than we should have more attack duties, according to our assistant manager, and according to the bookmakers we are slight favorites for the upcoming game, which is good. Hopefully we can have that good in a good way, and we don't want extra time in the FA trophy, where we're going to meet a team from a tier below us at home. So it shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. So let's go to the team selection then and see what we'll do. So definitely in with O'Connor again, and Akinola as well. And let's see here, more Uglehumba also. And as you see here, we have 7 subs, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. So we have a very big squad at the moment for the league we're in. But yeah, a lot of these players, center defenders, at least will not get a new contract for next season. But let's check through this. So the defensive line is correct. Yeah, here midfielder we should have Burton instead of Stewart. Gray and Ponticelli. Yeah, that's all correct. And on the bench we have Brandt, Stewart, Tavares, Drigg, and yeah, that's it. That should be alright as well. And yeah, we'll play Brandt instead of Ponticelli for now at least. Or actually, let's play Ponticelli instead of Brandt for a little while and see how that works out. After all, I don't think we'll prolong Brandt here. Let's see here who's wants him. So Lincoln here with a minor interest. We'll actually lower the asking price here a bit to 100k. Could be alright. Definitely. We'll go to the match as this. We'll kick off straight away as usual here. First highlight here in the 3rd minute. Stockport with a throw-in that comes a long way, but only into the hands of us eventually, and Mercier trying to cross the ball all over the pitch but didn't really work out. But Gray did get his hands on the ball in the end and did pass to Adloy with a very good chance, but Adloy misses the chance, unfortunately, put it wide. So definitely don't look that great so far here in the match on the stats. Stockport really dominated the game, it seems like, and there's a chance on they head over the top bar. But yeah, we are very much down in terms of shots and shots on target. And yeah, many players here not performing at all. And that's the end of the first half. The scoreline 0-0 for Bassett versus Stockport. Shots 2 to 13, shots on target 0 to 8, possession 47 to 53%. So as I said, looking at the stats, we should be definitely happy that we are at 0-0 at the moment. But we need to do better than this. This is not at all the level of performance I expect from the lads here. So we'll see here if we can do any changes, and we'll see here. Go assertive and say that we are not happy with his performance so far for Adloy. And couldn't do that for the rest of the 6.3 since our assistant manager already has said prove a point to them, which might work out as well, I guess, but we'll see. They will get a chance here in the start of the second half, of course. And here comes the corner from Charles, and only headed out to safety from Stockport. But we have the ball back in our defensive line. Jordan passing to O'Connor here on the right hand side, and back to Jordan. And up to Burton, in the middle to Charles, and to the left hand side of Gray, and the cross is in, and Atloy, and it's a goal here for Bath City SC, and we take the lead here. Very very much didn't expect that, and I said we take the lead here in the 47th minute, so very good there, and very unexpected. And there we passed the 60-minute mark, so time for some substitutions maybe. And we'll put in Tavares instead of Merch, who's having a bad game. And I think we'll put in Stewart instead of Burton, who's not having the best game of his life either. And also a yellow card. And actually we'll also put in Brandt here instead of Ponticelli, who's a little tired and also not having the greatest of game. And hopefully we will just not get any injuries or anything like that, which means we will have to take a player off. And we do have a highlight here rolling in the 66th minute, a goal kick from their keeper that only came into our keeper hands, and the same thing here, actually from our keeper, the ball ended up in their keeper hands. So let's see here, this next goal kick, and we take care of the ball, and O'Connor coming up here on the right hand side, and the cross is in, and it's a miss, but O'Connor getting a second chance here, but playing the ball a little bit more in the middle, and Stewart with a shot just outside the post there. And yeah, we're definitely coming back here in the second period, or second half, playing a lot better. I think they have only had 3 shots at all in this half, and we have had, well, 7 I guess then, if we had, no, we had 2 I believe before, so 5. So we are dominating here the second half, and this should be the highlight for the final whistle, so we will probably end up winning this game. Yeah, it's all over here. So the full time scoreline for Bassett versus Stockport is 1-0. Shots 7-15. Shots on target 3-8, and possession 55-45%. And overall, still, I think we would be and should be very happy that we won this game, which we are, of course. And overall, all players doing pretty darn well actually, which is nice. Yeah, definitely a stronger second half than first half. The second half we are winning with 5-3 in shots at least. Shots on target, I don't know, 3-2 I believe, or something like that. But definitely feel like we had the more dangerous chances. Adloy had a very good chance to put one more goal in the first half. But yeah, this was good. So after that match day, we are now 9th in the league, 2 points up to the playoff zone, and 16 points clear of the relegation zone. And a decent attendance there of 1158 attending that game, which is pretty good. Here we definitely have a very tough game. Chesterfield at home, who are 3rd in the league. So that will be a tough game to crack, but we will try, of course, as we always do. And we got the annual fee from West Brom, which is nice. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to loan anyone special this season either from them. And Robbie Burton being 3rd best young player of the month, which is pretty good. And only merge here have potential to be a player that we'd like, but are far from it at the moment, unfortunately. And that is the reason that he will be one of the main players who will try to get out for next season. And here we got a profit last month of a little bit over 51k, and that's due to the FA Cup match versus Barnsley. But that's nice, since we did have a very bad month last month in December, with a loss of somewhere in the region of the same, or actually a little bit more maybe, I don't know quite why, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but that doesn't matter that much. And we have a good squad dynamics really, but we are a little bit weak here, definitely with team leaders and influential players that are playing in the team. We actually only have Adeloy and Akinola who are playing regularly now. Stewart gets his chances sometimes, and Brandt, we don't know if he will be our leader or not. Quite certainly not for next season anyway. And here we have another scouting meeting, so let's check that out. Let's see here, we have Darling here getting transfer listed. And yeah, pretty good player, but we have Jordan now instead, and so that will not be a player we want to sign. We'll just move forward here towards the match against Chesterfield, and once again I don't think we will do any real changes, but we will see. We'll add Paxman to loan list, and we can add Hayden to the transfer list as well. That's alright. We won't change Stewart's status yet in the squad though, from key player to backup. That will be a little bit rough, but yeah, it's a more correct status in the team at the moment, of course. But we do only have one midfielder that are better than him. We get scouting here, report on Wolfendien, who we would have liked to sign in the beginning of the season at least, but now not so much. And yeah, we'll not bother with him anymore. We got some pre-match tactical advice here. I don't really like this option, get stuck in, so we'll not do that. And according to bookmakers who are underdogs in the upcoming game, not that bad, but a bit. And we have again very good training with an average of 7.52, and Brandt here doing extraordinary well in training. Let's see here if we have anything special to note here. It's a new month after all. So Jordan here getting better on quite a lot of stats, but he did get worse here last month on quite a lot of stats as well, so not really anything special to note. Lundström here getting worse on a lot of ratings, but he did get better on a lot in the first month as well, so that's alright. And nothing special here. I will criticize Ponticelli here, who definitely are not having his greatest development. So he's actually been, let's see here, no, he's been losing a lot of ratings here in his first month, which is not good at all. Especially if we are to replace him for Brandt, that's not at all what we want to see. And for the under 23s, we'll, as usual, let all players that need match sharpness from our senior squad to play 60 minutes per match until they are match fit. We'll check out our scouting and our shortlist here before we continue with Gilmore here and see if we can approach to sign him. And we can't, unfortunately. And I see here Pontelli still being fit, and the rest of the team as well, but I think it's time to let Brandt play for a full match in the starting position and see if he does it better here. And that should be everything here. Yeah, I think that's good, so we'll continue here. Just kick off and play as usual. And I really maybe should have checked the tactics here a little bit. It's been a while since we did check that, but we'll see here. And the first chance here for Chesterfield, it seems. Yeah, playing it wide here, a smart move, and playing it into the penalty area once again. And we managed to clear it, so hopefully that goes away, and that it did. So you see the league table being a little bit odd, with a lot of teams having played 23 games, quite a few playing 22, and only a few been playing 21, but I guess that's due to caps and things like that, and due to that matches have been moved. But anyway, we have a highlight here, and Chesterfield with a power shot, but it's outside the goal frame. And we have a new highlight straight after, pretty much, in the 25th minute. Gray with the ball here on the left hand side. And he getting dispossessed of a perfect sliding tackle there. And now Chesterfield moving the ball up here on the right hand side. And getting pass in, but a clearing there from our defenders. And the ball now up to Burton here on the midfield, and a pass up towards Brandt. Can he cross it in? And Gray shoots, and it's a goal here for Bath City versus Chesterfield. And a very good finish there by Gray after that rebound. So nice play there by Brandt, actually getting that through. And yeah, a failed pass that did not fail at all. It actually set up Gray there perfectly. So very nice stuff there, and we seem to be deserving that lead goal here at the moment, since we sort of were dominating, at least in the stats there. And a very good header there by Chesterfield, but very well placed keeper not of Barrett, but very well placed keeper there of Barrett. I said that again, and here we have a highlight and a very much own goal that did not need to happen there, but there it is nonetheless, and that is certainly for Akinola to blame here, or Uglihumba rather. Actually, Akinola maybe had things in control there, and yeah. Now Akinola gets the blame for that if we're looking at the ratings. So it should be the end of the first half here. Yeah. So the scoreline 1-1 for Bath City versus Chesterfield. Shots 6-4, shots on target 4-1, possession 47 to 53%. So overall, I think we've been playing really well here in this match, except that own goal, of course. But other than that, I think we have been doing very, very well, and I'm very pleased with our players. And I will go and criticize Akinola, and I will do that to a few more players that were not happy with merch. Uglihumba did not get penalized whatsoever, it seems, from that own goal. I guess, though, it was maybe Akinola that did get the note for the own goal, but yeah, doesn't really matter. So we'll see here how the second half goes. Hopefully we can keep up the good momentum we had in the first half. Don't really seems like it at the moment. Seems like Chesterfield are fighting back more, than the other way around. And here in the 61st minute we do get another highlight, and it's Adloy versus the keeper. Can he score? No, he shoots super wide there, and very poor finish by Adloy. And we'll do some changes here, just due to that Akinola's rating dropping here will change him out. Otherwise I would maybe like to switch merge out, but yeah, this is how we'll do it. And then we'll actually put in Ponticelli instead of O'Connor. Rigg can play that, but I think Ponticelli might almost play that as good. And yeah, I think that is the changes we'll do at this stage in the match here. We get a new highlight here in the 71st minute, and I find through ball there by our midfielder. So the ball in Chesterfield hands here, very much in their defender zone, but bringing the ball very first up here to the penalty area, but shooting well wide there, so not too dangerous. And 10 minutes to go here, so looking like it will be another draw coming up here. We have maybe the last chance of the match at Chesterfield with a free kick, and they hit the post there, so very dangerous stuff. And we have a whole 5 minutes of extra time, and we are now 30 seconds off from that final whistle, so should hopefully be only highlight for that final whistle and not a real chance here. But Chesterfield playing with the ball just outside the penalty area, but yeah, only being played back and forth and nothing really dangerous, and there it goes over the goal line, or yeah, out to a goal kick, and it's all over here. So we do manage to get away with 1-1 for Bath City versus Chesterfield after full time. Shots 7-12, shots on target 4-1, possession 45 to 55%. So definitely Chesterfield coming back very much stronger here in the second half, but managing to miss the goal most of the time. So yeah, we could have won that game if it weren't for the own goal. And overall, I'd say we'll be quite happy with a draw here as well, since Chesterfield are the stronger team. But yeah, it feels like we could have done more, and our play is really not performing that well here. Any of them except Gray, I guess. But yeah, I feel like we could have done better overall on all players and everything like that. But yeah, it's all right. I can't say that I'm too unhappy about the result, as said. So after that game we dropped down one position to 10th and are now 4 points off from the not the relegation zone, but the playoff zone, and we are 15 points clear of the relegation zone. And pretty good attendance there, with 1,373 attending the game, which is good. And yeah, Ugluma did get the own goal. I don't know why he got so much, didn't get a lower rating, and Akinola did get the lower rating. A little bit odd, but no matter. I will praise Gray's performance here. And anyway, that will be everything for this episode. So hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have done so, remember to smash that like button. It really means a lot. And if you haven't done so already, think about hitting that subscribe button as well, so you don't miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Roslow Gaming, and not only if you really do, of course. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!